No current live streams. Stream again. Select stream. There we go. Oh, okay. Alright. We should be Gucci. For some reason. Nope. Here we are. Okay. And then. This is on the background. This is the first time ever streaming with YouTube. It's pretty dope. Pretty dope. Pretty dope. And I'm going to send the invite link in the Discord. Live now. Cool. Gonna be going over some Comptia material. I already passed core 1 and core 2, so just going over it for the culture, for the chat. Oh, it's good. I'm gonna ban this guy. Put user in timeout. 5 minutes. Shadow Realm. Get out of my Discord. That's so funny. Alright, where are bros at? Where the bros at? Concurrent viewers, chat rate, views. Dude, this streaming's hard. It's like a 40-hour. It's like a 40-hour job. Damn. Maybe streamers are oppressed. Maybe they are the most hardest working individuals ever. Ever. I'm gonna give it 5 minutes for more peeps to join. Someone requested. There's that. Hold on. And there's this. There we go. Okay, hip hop and aliens. Message was deleted. It's so funny. Get the shit out of here. Discord mod. Dude. Holy moly. Bruh. Bruh. Oh no. Nope, there's bro. We got 3 concurrent viewers, chat. Oh my god. I'd like to thank the audience. The delay is crazy. Alright, hopefully I'll be able to keep up with the questions in the YouTube chat. If you guys press 1 if you can see the chat, type the chat. We'll do like, you know, Q&A, whatever. What do you guys want to watch? What do you guys want to see regarding exam compass, regarding the questions we're going to go through here, different subjects, stuff like that. And I can even do some PVQs again if y'all want. 10,000 viewers. Oh. Not seeing a lot of ones. I feel like a teacher teaching a Zoom class. Holy shit. Is there a way you can live chat? Okay, learn more. I don't want to learn more. What the fuck? Streaming tips, bro. All right, we're just gonna get into it. I'm gonna take this guy, move it here. That way I can see the chat. What the fuck? I feel like a boomer, dude. Hello. You guys can see that? Dope. Alright, pick a subject. Got mobile devices, network protocols, common networking hard. Oh, this is Core 1. My bad, my bad. Core 2's down here. Microsoft Windows editions. That stuff is pretty important to know. Command line tools. Not as much. More so like, and I mentioned it in the chat for, I think, Core 2 discussion, that if you take the Core 2 exam, you're going to be surprised by how many like questions you'll get on how to navigate to certain folders or certain services with Windows, and they won't give you like a GUI. It won't be a GUI. It would be like /Windows. Not buying your course, little bro. All right. I'll make it free next time. That way you can afford it. But you know, what is it? Yeah, like not giving you like the GUI or anything. Like everybody knows how to get to the sound settings and, you know, Windows or whatever. You know, hit start, go to this folder, go to systems, go to display settings, that kind of stuff. Like you know how to click it, but how to actually all right, never mind, you convinced me. Okay. But how to actually write it out is a very annoying question. And Exam Compass, I'm gonna blow up this URL, even though the link is already in the Discord. You know what? I'm gonna do this. Delete. Exam Compass, this site right here. People have said that like, oh, you shouldn't use Exam Compass, you shouldn't use brain dumps, whatever the hell that means. It's some ethical argument. I don't really care, because the questions that I've seen using Exam Compass are very similar to what you see on the actual test. They're not exactly that way. They're not like one-to-one, but they kind of give you that gist. They kind of give you that that vibe, right? So instead of having the wait for the audience to join up and it's at T. Instead of waiting for the audience to join up or whatever, I'll just do this. Bruh. Alright. I'll give it 5 minutes. Why not? Or like 3 minutes. Be right back. Motivated Tory, good looks. What's good, chat? What's good, brother? Peak viewer count right now. Oh my god. 4? Yeah. Hey bro, I don't do it for the numbers. I do it for the guap. Here's my PayPal. I'm kidding. Alright. Social engineering, threats and vulnerabilities. I don't really see this that much, but let's go with the more annoying shit. Windows editions. I'm telling you, dude. Like this is not only a subjective opinion. At what point does a subjective opinion become the general objective? I don't know, right? But there's enough people that I've talked to that have said that Core 2 is harder than Core 1. Or I'm sorry, fuck, I'm stunned, dude. Holy shit. They say that Core 1, because it's so like hardware intensive and in the nitty gritty and stuff like that, it is a lot harder than Core 2. Core 2 is more like generalized, and yeah, just like most college courses will, and my college will make you do Core 2 first to see if you can hack that, and if you can't hack it, then they're not going to sponsor you for Core 1. But if they force you to do Core 1 first, like the attrition rate and the dropout rate for that kind of shit is a lot more steep, because you're teaching a lot of people that are coming in with zero tech experience whatsoever, and basically telling them, hey, you know, motherfucker, go like, you know, learn about the nitty gritty of fucking computer hardware or whatever. If you're coming in to that scene from that, I don't cover everything in what is it called? These tech tip videos, but they're a good amount, and I suggest you go check it out. These Comptia videos usually do numbers, and that's pretty fucking crazy. I guess a lot of people are just stressed out and overthink it. Motivated Tory, good looks. I got you. Okay, so options to join a domain. So Windows Home, I don't think has domain permissions. We're looking at the question right now, right? Can you guys, like, do I gotta zoom? I think I'll zoom. There we go. Get you closer. Pause. Let's see. Yeah. Which Microsoft 10 edition provides the option to join a domain? I say all of it that isn't home. Home, think about it this way, like domain is more for like business organizations. You actually can set up certain home networks with Windows 10 Home for every PC that's running Windows 10 Home, but it's like local group users and stuff like that. I remember you had to download certain services like .msc files and services to enable certain group policy editors and group policy features for Windows 10 Home, because it doesn't immediately ship with it. I forgot why it was an important thing. I think it was something to do with torrenting or something. Mac greater than, yeah, all right, bro. I'm sorry, dog. This isn't this. Nah, I'm all right. Anyway, but yeah, if you ever see domain or domain users or domain server, it's everything that isn't home edition. Enterprise is cool because one key aspect of Enterprise is you get BitLocker. I'm pretty sure you get BitLocker with certain versions of Pro. And Pro for workstations are effectively the same service. Okay, assigned access feature is used to modify a desktop style user interface by restricting user account to only a single Windows app. Kiosk mode. Windows 10 editions offer this functionality. So what Windows edition offers kiosk mode? I don't think it's home, in my opinion. But do you really think, like, is McDonald's buying a Windows Enterprise key for all of their, like, automated cashier spots? I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna go say Pro sounds like it would have. So, like, if Pro has it, then everything above it, like Pro for workstations and Enterprise, will have it. And it's not like you're gonna pay for Enterprise and not have something that workstations has, right? So I'm gonna say the bottom three. Remote desktop client. All right. Like I said earlier, with domains, a service like remote desktop is also domain dependent. Your host name on a what is it called? Your host name exists if you have a home version of your Windows machine. However, for you to remotely connect to it, it needs to be a part of a domain, right? And for you to have a domain, you have to have at least Pro, right? So your domain is set up by some sort of Windows Server 2019. That's where you manage it. That's where you deal with it. You can also establish a domain for a Soho network, but for you to do that, it has to be Pro and above, because you don't have RDP on home. You can try it right now if you have it. Try looking up RDP for home. I don't think you have it. So Pro, Workstations, and Enterprise. Does not include, same question, right? Home. I mean, come on, let's be for real. I mean, we just confirmed it here, you know? Physical memory limit for all 32-bit x86 editions of Windows. Side note, right? Memorizing x86 associating with 32 and 64 associating with whatever is not something that's entirely important for the exam. However, what is important is memorizing 32 and its limit of 4 gigabytes. If you have a 32 base operating system, like early versions of Windows Vista or early versions of, you know, Windows, what else? Windows fucking XP and shit like that. If you try to load that firmware, or I'm sorry, not firmware. If you try to load that OS into a server that has like 500 fucking gigs of RAM, or like a home PC that has like 64, it's only going to see 4. It's only going to be able to use 4. It's just a limitation of the architecture of not only the operating system, but in most cases, the limitation of the architecture of the chip itself, the CPU. But in general, if you have a 32-bit operating system, whether it's Windows or otherwise, the highest limit you can use is a 4 gigabyte system. Okay, see what I mean? Like 64, but then it's like, but then 86 is greater than 64, so is 86 associated with 64 and 32 is associated? Like, these numbers in my head have always confused me, but just remember 32, 86, and 64 is 64. So for 64 versions of Windows 10 Home, you have, I believe, dude, this is a tough one. I think for 64 base Windows Home, you have up to 64 gigs, because a 128 gigabyte system would be more so for a pro workstation or for a server. And I'm pretty sure Windows 10 Home does not support that high of a gigabyte based system. It just can't use all that RAM, dog. You probably need like a beefier operating system to really use it all. And most workstations are going to be running a version of Pro anyway. So that's my guess. We'll come back to this question. By the way, all these questions will be answered, checked. You'll get the right answers in a second. Who knows? We might get 11 out of 11. Another thing that's really cool is that I'm only doing right now a subject-specific test. There are 23 jumbled up practice tests. How I prepared is I did like 6 of them, and I would just like grind them out, take notes, see what I got wrong, you know, why, understand it, that kind of shit, and then just right? Now I'll be honest with you, I didn't study it as long as I should have. I passed, but it's nothing to really put up on the wall. Like, it's not like I got a perfect score on the SAT, or anything like that. So I should have given it more time. But if you're here, you're doing the right thing, and just keep it up. Physical memory limit of a 64X Windows Pro Edition. I don't think Yeah, the craziest part about Linux is that it really doesn't have that much of a limit. Like I've seen systems with like 4 terabyte, you know, stacking them just on RAM, bro. That's where we're doing the processing. It's insane. I'm gonna say it's a guess. I'm gonna say 2, because enterprise seems like something that I would use like 4. These answers are looking familiar to me. Like 6, probably workstations and enterprise. I don't think home has it. I don't think Pro has it either. Okay, BitLocker. BitLocker is like, you can consider it like an extremely like high-end feature that comes with Windows to protect corporate data on a hard drive. So if you think of BitLocker as something that's not only protecting user data but more so corporate data, it's really easy to connect the dots and understand that it's something that you will find in Pro for workstations, and Enterprise. You will not find BitLocker in Windows 10 Home Edition. However, when Windows 11 was coming out, they wanted to put BitLocker everywhere, and that's just a fucking nightmare, because that poor grandmother that forgets her password now has lost all of her grandson's photos because she can't decrypt her hard drive. That's I don't know what I'm glad Microsoft rolled that back. Okay, which Windows 10 by default does not include a local group policy editor? Gepit, I don't know how you want to pronounce that shit. .msc. So this is something you actually have to download or try to install, and it's in Home Edition. And I think I had to do that when I was trying to pirate some shit or something. I needed to have GPA DIT, and then I was like mad that my version of Windows didn't come with it. Windows 10, and the idea is, you know, when it comes to policy editing or group policy editing or some sort of team editing, you know, department workstation editing, it's something that you're not going to find in a home environment. Now, like I said, you can't have something what's it called? You can't have something that's like similar in Windows Home, like a local group. Even though it says local group, it's like a home group or something like that. You know, multiple computers sharing a printer, shit like that. Small home network, and Windows 10 has some sort of support for that, but it's not LGPE, because LGPE is, it's kind of like something you'd run on a centralized source, right? If you had a Active Directory server that manages all of the laptops in a school or something like that, not only will you use LGPE, you're also going to use something like, you know, Active Directory's beefy ass fucking group policy editing tools. Now, you're not going to find that on a home version of Windows. Operating system installed that preserves the system settings, personal files, and applications from older OS versions is referred to as an in-place upgrade. Microsoft Windows versions that can be upgraded to Windows 10 via this method include to Windows 10, huh? I think it's 7 and 8.1. This is a question from like 2015 when they were like offering Windows 10 for free, and everyone was like, "Ew, yucky! I like my Windows 7." I think it's 7 and 8. I don't think they offered that sort of support for 8.0. Let's finish that. Let's see how much we got right. Oh, it doesn't tell you, by the way, like as a percentage. Okay, how to read this? Wow, maybe I am stupid. Talking out my ass. Huh? Well, it's time to learn. Let's see. Which editions of Microsoft Windows 10 includes remote desktop? Apparently, you can do it at home. The correct answer is also this. So, reading this key, I've selected the right answer. This is correct, and this was also my answer. I didn't select it, and I didn't, I left it unselected, and that's why I missed it. Cool. But let's go one by one. Can you join a domain? Can you join a domain on Windows 10? That answer is no. Assigned access. Give me 1 second. Okay. Assigned access is a feature that allows you to modify desktop style. The answer was all correct. This was wrong. You can RDP with Windows Home. Really? Okay. Windows 10 Home. Yes, it does support RDP. Well, what do you know? Okay. So chat, if you can RDP with Windows 10, you don't have RDP server components in Windows 10 Home. What the fuck, right? I guess it can't act as a RDP server or some sort. What? What? Let's look this up. Services, RDS services. InfoSec Pat says, get these ads out of here, bitch. How to configure RDP on a Windows server. Okay. Only client. Yeah. Yeah. Wait a minute. But okay, so then what's this guy running? Only client, I guess. Yeah, motivated
Hey, what's
Tony
up, guys?
on the.
Welcome back to another video.
Shut
I
up.
wanted to jump on and do a quick video on how to enable
I can still hear him
and set up
because it's coming
a
through the stream.
desktop protocol
Oh my
on
god.
Windows Server. So
Okay. Cool. On Windows Server. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see here. Okay, x32, x86, max is 4. Windows 10 Home Edition provides support beyond 64. It can actually provide support to up to 128 gigs. Hey, lesson learned. 2 terabytes is the max for Windows 10 Pro. So I guess if you want to run a 6 terabyte, you're gonna have to run Pro Workstation and 10 Enterprise, which is pretty fucking. That's an insane level of RAM. BitLocker, you don't have it in 10 Home. You have it in all the Pro editions or Professional editions. Not to be mistaken with Professional Edition. LGPD, Capedit does not exist at Windows 10 Home. And Windows 7 and Windows 8.1 is what you can upgrade into 10 with an in-place upgrade. Overall, 90%. Not bad. Not bad. So you know, for my methodology, I would give this test one more go around. Make sure you really understand what's going on. I wouldn't go for 100. I'm not a perfectionist. I don't have the time. I can't afford to be a perfectionist. But overall, not bad on the first try. Let's go back down to the core 2 subjects. All right, I'm gonna leave it up to y'all. Motivated Tori, whoever. What do you guys want? Which subject? Dude, I kill for a pizza right now. You could probably pick one that you feel weak in, or not too, not too verbose in, not too strong in. Here's a full list. No one? Anyone? Okay, class, I guess I'll have to pick for you. How about command line tools? Yeah. Alright, direct traversal. I think it's DR and CD. Ah, dude, I'm getting my Linux commands mixed up too. Pretty sure it's DR and CD. Per working directory change. It's a change directory, hold on. dir? Or is it change dir? I'm gonna be honest, I'm weak on the commands. I should have done this. Should have known. I'm getting caught lacking. I'm not the elite hacker expert I claim to be. Okay, well, now we know. That's not sheet. Well, it's probably DIR. Windows command line? Yeah, I agree. It's horrible. Fucking hate this shit. Let's see here. Which of the following Windows command prompts could you use to say all the directories? Oh, hold on, wait a minute. If dir is referring to directory, it's change dir. Okay, come on. Come on, bro. Which of the following Windows command line prompts can be used to list all directory files and subdirectories contained in the current one? I'm gonna say dir/all. Pretty sure. It's not a wildcard or anything like that. Which of the listed command line create a directory or subdirectory? mkdir. Which of the following Windows to delete one? Pretty sure it's rmdir for Windows. Okay, which of the following changes a C to a D drive? I'm really tempted to say this. Like, really tempted. But something in me says that this, the caret and the C doesn't look right. I'm gonna go with this, John. Keep it simple. What is the name of a Windows command prompt utility that can be used to display TCP IP configuration settings? Okay, it's between ipconfig and ifconfig. And the saddest part is that I run it all the time, but I don't know the different. I don't know which is Linux and which is not. Pretty sure it's ipconfig. I'm pretty sure ifconfig is a command line for Linux. So let's cheat a bit. Yeah, Unix based. So ifconfig is Linux. I guess the way to remember that, if you grew up with Windows, is that ipconfig is a normal thing to say, and Linux people are weirdos, so they say ifconfig, and that's not normal. Like, what command would you want to see the IP configuration? Oh, ipconfig. That's normal. That's normal Windows, normie, mainstream, makes sense. Ifconfig, that's some weird shit. You know what else is weird? Programmer socks and Linux. Command line utility used for checking the reachability of remote network host. Ping. Checking the reachability. Okay. Command line displays. Which of the following command line commands displays the name of the current computer user is connected to? Host names. That a current computer a user is connected to. Yeah, I think localhost is also another one of those Linux ones that localhost. Is this like a command that if you run on a URL will like fuck you up? Alright. Anyway. Netstat is command line utility for what? For displaying active TCP IP. I think so. Protocol stats? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. But Let's see here. Because I'm pretty sure IP config does that, does the display. So back to this question. Displaying that, no, I don't think so. Pretty sure it has to. I'm gonna say this. Which of the following command line tools listed below enables obtaining fully qualified domain name to IP address mapping? Pretty sure that's NSLOOKUP. NSLOOKUP. DNS. DNS lookup. Okay. Alright, let's connect the dots. Ready? Farquad. Farquadin. What does that mean? FQDUN. Fully qualified domain name. We don't have to think any farther. Just the DN, bro. Goes down in the DNs. Alright? Domain name. Name, service, whatever. DNS lookup. D. Just imagine there's a D there. DNS lookup. Which of the following command prompt utilities in MS Windows allows to verify the file system integrity and fix logical file system errors? Pretty sure it's SFC, not check disk. Because SFC, I believe, also fixes in addition to checking. Grep is obviously a Linux command. Come on, bro. I'm probably gonna bomb this one. Golly, 45 questions for command lines. Ooh. Hey man, you gotta know it. Which command line? You're not gonna see 45 of these questions on the test. It's a good mix. Which command line in Windows lists a computer's connections to shared resources? To shared? I'm pretty sure it's net share. Just sounds. It just sounds like it, you know? Which command prompt in MS Windows lists the user accounts for the computer? Net session. Or, hold on, hold up. Hold up. Is it net session or is it net user? I'm gonna go with net session. Probably the dumbest mistake. Network command utility in MS Windows that tracks and displays the route taking by an IP packet's trace route. Or is it trace cert? Okay, this one was a really cool trick when it comes to Windows command line, right? Windows command line typically only, hold on, let me see if this is consistent. Yeah, okay, Windows, yep. Okay. Trace route is a command, but not for Windows. Trace cert is a command, and it is for Windows. And how you know which one is which is that Windows has 6 letters. I know, this is some Ouija board fucking astrology magic, I know, but whatever helps, right? Trace cert with 6 letters is the one you want. Trace route, I believe, is the Linux one. Oh, please, bro. Don't clown me, bro. Am I tripping, bro? Developed for Microsoft. Aha! Woo! We beat the fraud allegations. We beat the fraud allegations. Trace route, completely spelled out, is for Unix like, such as Linux. Trace cert, the 6-letter one, is for Windows. Wikipedia says it. It's got to be true, bro. Facts. Yeah, trace cert is what you want. Remember, 6 letters when it comes to trace. Windows. For newly, whatever helps. Yeah. For newly added storage drive, this command line allows to configure it with a file system enabling Windows to store information on the drive. Hold up, brother. This command line allows it to configure with the file. Hold on, brother. I think it's mount. Pretty sure. Mount. Oh, no. Hold on. Is it mount? A command line. NFs mounts displays information of all mounted NF files. Okay. Maybe it is mount. Or is it SF disk? Oh, that's Linux partition. Okay, so it's not SF disk. It's probably mount. Maybe it's format. Format Windows. Disk formatting. Clearing fat entries. Clearing fat. Checking cluster fat. Yeah, I don't think. Am I tripping? Pretty sure mounts is what actually configure the file system. But format erases it. But then people use the term formatting as a form of creating a format. Ah, man, fuck it. Which of the following command line in MS Windows can be used to copy one or more files from one location to another? Pretty sure it's just copy. Okay, Xcopy, Robocopy, and copy are three forms of copy that you need to, like, remember. Okay. Which command allows for copying multiple files and directories, including subdirectories? I'm pretty sure that if it was just copy, the question would end here, right? With copy, you can do multiple files. Cool. But because they want directories, which are folders, and subdirectories, which are subfolders, you're going to want at least Xcopy and Robocopy. That's my guess. Robocopy meaning robust copy. Which I was about to say, if all else fails, Robocopy is the ultimate copy. Like Robocop. That guy's going to get your ass. Interface offers the widest range of options, Robocopy. Which of the command line listed allows for updating multiple group policy settings in MS Windows? Updating multiple group policy. I think it's GPU update, which sounds weird, right? But group policy update. And then GP result or grep result shows you the policies that you have updated. Command line tool that displays group policy information on a machine is called GP result. Bet. Trying to get that. Trying to get that bonchon, bro. I'm starving. Feeling fat. It's closed, bro. No shot. The following command can be used to shut down or restart a local or remote host running MS Windows. Shut down, I believe. 22 SFC scans, which is the S, and replaces incorrected versions with correct Microsoft versions. Checks a disk and displays status report. Pretty sure SFC stands for System File Checker. Is that right? St. Francis College. Yeah, System File Checker. So what do you think it does? It fixes system files, right? Beginning system scan. Verification. Sounds good. I'm gonna do with that one. I was gonna go with that one anyway. You guys know me, bro. You think I need to look that shit up? Come on, bro. Which command line commands in Windows can be used to display help information related to a specific utility? Command line help. Man would be like, what's it called? For Linux. But I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's info. I think it's question mark. Oh, is it help? Is it actually help? Hold on. Oh, hell no. Ping help. Nope, it's not that. Help ping. Nope, it's not that. It is the question mark. Okay, cool. Oh, how about ping info? It's not that either. What the fuck? How about man ping? Man is not recognized. So all we have right now, which the testing I just did off camera with my command line, is that this is the one you have to do, but it wants you to select two answers. So what the fuck? I'm gonna just do help, which is the command prompt system Microsoft text-based command line partitioning utility. So it's command line based. Ah, that's interesting. I'm pretty sure it's disk part. Because there's a GUI based one, but I don't remember. We'll see the correct answers later. Which command line utility combines the features of ping and tracer? Which network command line utility? Path ping, I believe. Which command line or which command prompts in MS launches a pop-up window containing a brief summary of the installed operating system? Pretty sure it's gonna be system info, which I'm not gonna do. Which command prompt commands in MS move the command line prompt one folder up the tree, set the prompt at the parent folder of the current folder, cd ... and I believe it's change directory ... as well. Oh, hold on, wait, what am I talking about? Hold on, it's cd ... but that's a Linux thing, dog. That's a Linux thing, dog. Pretty sure it's cd/. Which Windows command line listed below changes the current directory to the root directory? Whoa. cd/root? Pretty sure. The current directory to the root directory. Well, cd ... can do that too, but that's a given. That's given that you are, like, if this is the root directory and you're one below, if you hit that cd ... where will you be? You're at the root. So gonna hit that and then not hit previous. Which of the following answers refers to an IP config parameter used for displaying the full TCP IP configuration for all adapters? I think in Linux it'd be -A, but in Windows it'd be /all. Maybe? I don't have that much experience in Windows command line, more than I do in Linux command line. Which of the command prompts listed below are used for resetting the DHCP configuration settings for all adapters in MS Windows? Oh my god. Resetting. IP config, renew, and I think release is another one. All active TCP connections that the user is listening /p, I believe, for ports. Dang, this guy's on risk of rain, man. I'm trying. /b netstat parameter in Microsoft Windows allows to display the name of an application involved in creating each connection or listening point. Bruh? I don't know this one. I'm gonna say no. Which of the following netstat parameters displays addresses and port numbers in numerical form? Probably N for numerical. That's my guess. Command line tools listed below can be used for troubleshooting DNS related problems. Well, like I said, DNS, NS lookup. No, we only have to choose one of them. The /F switch in check disk does what? Fixes errors? Maybe. Locates bad sectors? I don't think so. Displays full path and name of every file on disk. I'm pretty sure it's F for fix errors. Maybe I'm wrong, who knows. R on test disk command utility does what? Maybe it's R for read, like displays cleanup messages. Uses more system resources to pass. Fixes errors? No. I'm gonna go with this guy. I'm gonna go with that guy. Verify. Yeah, see the slash like wildcard and extension of commands are just so fucking weird. You know what I mean? Like, bruh. Which command switch in Windows verifies that the new files are written correctly? Probably V for verification. Shoot the command line. Overwrite the contents of an existing file. Dude, I'm gonna drop a bomb on these ones. Okay, setting the timeout period for 30 seconds before powering off a Windows host. Shutdown / shutdown. Then set T for time, because R is reset. So it's S meaning shutdown for sure, and then T and then 30 seconds. For timeout period, I believe. Which shutdown command switch forces full system shutdown and restart of Windows? R? Wait. No, because there's a soft reset, so I think it's / and then R. Which command line listed below enables a full system shutdown and restart of an MS Windows host after a time period of 2 minutes? Full system shutdown, so it'd be S. And a restart. Probably that, but then it makes me wonder if R just does a full restart instead of a soft restart. Which shutdown command enables aborting the system shutdown? I think A. SFC enables a system check that scans integrity of all protected system files and attempts to repair corrupted files. Probably. Hold on 1 second. Scan file. Used without any parameters. The help command in MS Windows displays a lot of available. Yeah, true. Then last one, running as admin, is available after right-clicking on the command prompt application. Reserved for system administrator. Yeah, that's true. It's pretty obvious. That one's obvious at least. I got a lot wrong. I got a 66. That's something definitely we'll look into. But you know something? For now, what the fuck? How to find chewing tobacco? No. World market? Question mark. Let's see. All right. So this is what I got right. I'm just gonna go through this quickly. That's wrong. These are the right ones. Wrong and right. Boom. That's correct. That's correct. That's correct. That's correct. That one's wrong. That one's correct. That one's wrong. That one's wrong. That one's wrong. That one's correct. It is format, not mount. Copy is correct. X copy and robo is correct here. Robo is correct here. And GPU update. GPU result. Shut down. Second option here. Boom. Get this going. Path ping. WinVer system info. CD dot dot CD slash dot dot slash and R. Run dir slash all. IP config, IP release, renew. A and P. True. N. NS lookup. X errors on disks. This one's wrong. That one's correct. That one's correct. Boom. 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 And this is, honestly, this section is pretty fucking daunting, you know, especially if you don't have a lot of experience with Windows command line like I do. I'll probably do another study session at some point. Right now I have class to finish, so catch y'all later.